Hello, and welcome to this session. Today, we will be discussing pronouns, another aspect of grammar. Of course, it's going to be a short presentation, not a lengthy one. We do not have exercises today. Exercises will follow from the next session. So after this brief discussion on pronouns, we will be interacting with our learned participants and picking up two of them to deliver the spontaneous speeches for today, right? So let's get going. Let's start with the presentation today. I am not interacting with the learned participants right now. I'll be interacting with them after I'm through with the presentation. Here we go. All right. Okay, so one of you will have to tell me if you can see the screen. Pronouns must be written on it. Say yes. Somebody.
Yes, yes.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Okay. Thank you for
Yes,
telling me.
sir.
All right. Thank you, dear. Thank you. All right. So pronouns, an overview. We are going to see what pronouns are quickly. Introduction. We'll follow the same system. I'll read out what's there on the slide and then explain. Read these sentences. Ram is a good boy. Ram goes to school. Ram studies hard. Ram is also good at sports. Ram is loved by all his teachers. Oh, too many repetitions. Don't you think so? Instead, we can say Ram is a good boy. He goes to school and studies hard. Ram is also good at sports. He is loved by all his teachers. That sounds far better. The word he is a pronoun. Likewise, she, they, and other words like these words are pronouns. These words prevent repetition and make the speech sound more lucid, right? So you cannot possibly say, hey, look, Anjali went to the town, Anjali bought a cake, Anjali ate the cake with spoon, Anjali called up a friend and told her how delicious the cake was. Anjali loved the sight of the city dwellers. You don't speak like that. Sounds stupid. Anjali went to the town and there she bought a cake. That sounds much better. So she replaces the proper noun Anjali. And that is how we should be speaking, because if you keep taking the name all the time, your speech will sound bad. It might also sound stupid. So pronouns are to be used. He, she, they, it, etc., etc. There are many forms of pronouns that we'll be studying. Please remember, now we'll be studying some forms of pronouns, but you don't have to remember these forms. This is just for your background information. Only a passing understanding of what pronouns are will do. You do not have to memorize these rules. Do not have to commit what I'm going to teach you now to your memory. This is just background information. You are not even supposed to remember which one is a personal pronoun, which one is a demonstrative pronoun, and so on and so forth. You just have to have a fair, probably a passing idea of what pronouns are. You should be able to use pronouns in your language. That's all you need to do. You don't have to memorize or remember the theory behind pronouns. Okay? Moving ahead. Types of pronouns. There are essentially 6 kinds of pronouns. You don't have to remember all this stuff. No. Don't remember. Don't have to memorize all this. Just for your information. Your intuition will guide you to speak good English and not committing some rather boring theoretical concepts to memory. You don't have to commit all this stuff to memory. Not required. Anyhow, here are the types of pronouns, only for your information. Personal pronouns, reflexive pronouns, relative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, interrogative pronouns, indefinite pronouns. Do we have to remember all that? Nay, not at all. Who cares? Let there be as many types of pronouns as there can be. We are just interested in some usage, some understanding of the usage of pronouns. That's it. Okay, moving ahead. Personal pronouns. What are personal pronouns? Personal pronouns can replace things or beings. Example. What are the examples? I, you, he, she, it, we, they. These expressions are used as subjects. Now, the pronouns I have just mentioned, I, you, he, she, it, we, they can be used as subjects like I love flowers. You love to study. He goes to school regularly. She is an excellent child. It was a beautiful box when it had the jewels all over it. We play soccer regularly. They are very good boys. They are excellent musicians. So, you are using all these pronouns as subjects of the sentence. I hope you remember we did something such as subjects and predicates at one point of time. Subject, the doer of the action. The doer of the action. A simple way to remember what a subject is in a sentence is the doer of the action is the subject. I am eating apples. Who's doing the action? I'm doing the action. So I am the subject. And the action is being done on something. In this case, on apples. What things are being eaten? Apples are being eaten. So apples become the object. Do you have to remember all this? No. Just for your information. Okay. Then, me, you, him, her, it, us, them. These expressions are used as objects, as you can see. Sita has a lot of good wishes for me, right? I'm the object. Sita is the doer. The doer of the action is Sita. So she is the subject. Sita is the subject. Who's the object? Who's the recipient of the love? Who's the recipient of the best of the wishes? It's me. So I am the object. I will give you books. I will give you. You are the object. Okay. This umbrella belongs to him. Him, the object. I am very fond of my sister and I want to give her all kinds of gifts. Her, the object. This way you can use all these expressions, me, you, him, her, it, us, them, as objects. Likewise, mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, theirs are expressions which are possessive in nature. All you need to have is an intuitive understanding. For example, this car is mine. That book is yours. This guitar is his. That piano is hers. That's the way we speak. Here we have some kind of a possessive element coming in. This is just for your information. I'll keep saying this. You don't have to remember anything. Just the usage is important, and the usage you will know as you keep working through your spontaneous speech and shadowing and, of course, the coterie talk, and you practice the grammar exercises that will follow shortly. Not today, in the subsequent classes. Moving on, personal pronouns. Let's check a few sentences. Let's check a few of them in sentences. Check a few of what? Check a few of the personal pronouns. He is my brother. Personal pronouns is used as a subject. Here, he is what? A personal pronoun. It is being used as a subject. He is my brother. She is my sister. Right? Personal pronouns being used as subjects. Give this book to her. Personal pronouns is used as an object. Her is an object. Her is what? The recipient of the action. Here, her, she is the recipient of the action. So we have used the expression her. This laptop is mine. It is used in the possessive sense. That's why I say this laptop is mine. This book is hers. So that is how you use personal pronouns in the possessive sense. These are sheer examples. Just see through the examples. Just have a fair understanding, and you need nothing more than that. You do not need to remember all these lousy rules. You do not need to remember all these Nomenclatures, personal pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, not required. Just see through. That's it. That's all you need to do. Okay, moving ahead. Reflexive pronouns. Again, they are called reflexive pronouns, but they are not meant to be remembered. Okay? Even I don't remember in the normal course of my discussions as to what kind of pronoun I'm using. No English speaker does. Okay? And you also shouldn't bother about the grammar rules. Just use the grammar. Use the grammar the way you can. That's all you need to do. A reflexive pronoun is an expression when the subject and object of a given sentence are the same person or thing. Here are some examples. Let's take some examples. Myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. Let's take a sentence example to understand what a reflexive pronoun is. Here, as you can see in these two sentences, let's check a few of them. The same person is the doer of the action, and the same person is, in one sense, what? Is one sense the object of the sentence. He drove the car himself. He, the same person, is the subject, and himself, the same person, is the object. He drove the car himself. She loves herself. She loves herself. She is the doer of the action, and she is the recipient of the action. She loves herself. Again, understand the pronouns with your instincts. You don't need to remember the types of pronouns or the nomenclature. Repeat, 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 repeat. No need to remember all this. Just background information. I'm building up your background information. The more books you read, the more talking in English you do, the more practice of spontaneous shadowing and coterie talk you do. And sometimes, if you just care to do these grammar exercises off and on whenever you get a chance, your language will be rat-a-tat. Your English will be rat-a-tat. You'll be speaking great English. Okay, going ahead. Relative pronouns. Expressions such as who, whom, whose, which, and that are relative pronouns. Right? So kind of expressions which sometimes, more often than not really, very often we see them being used in questions. Like, the man who is looking at us is my teacher. The man who is looking at us is my teacher. Who? Here, who is the relative pronoun. No need to remember the nomenclature. Whom do you wish to talk to? Whom do you wish to talk to? Which is the person you wish to talk to? So here, whom is the relative pronoun. Remember, whom has fallen into disuse. Very few people use it. Only those who are very fond of classical English language use expressions such as whom, and that includes your teacher. Okay? So I use whom. I use whom a lot. So whom do you wish to talk to? Instead, you could have also said, who do you wish to talk to? Even that would do. Whom do you wish to talk to? So the words such as who, whom, whose, which, and that, they're all relative pronouns. Moving ahead. Demonstrative pronouns. The expressions this, that, these, and those are called demonstrative pronouns. Examples, that girl is intelligent. I say, look at that girl. Her name is Sneha. That girl is intelligent, right? Pointing at a specific person. Right now, I'm pointing at Sneha, and I'm saying that girl is intelligent. I say, look at this boy. His name is Shubham. His name is Shivam. That boy is brainy. I'm specifying the person. I'm indicating, pointing at a particular person. Okay? So that girl is intelligent. Some girl, I'm pointing at a specific girl. That girl is intelligent. Those flowers are yellow in color. Specifying the flowers, talking about a specific set of colors. Sorry, specific set of flowers. A specific collection of flowers. Okay, it doesn't matter. Whatever you can think of. So specified objects, specified person or persons I'm referring to. For specifying, you use such demonstrative pronouns. What are the demonstrative pronouns? This, that, these, those. Do you have to remember them? No, you don't have to. Please, for goodness sake, don't remember them. Probably I'm the only teacher on earth who would say, don't remember them, for goodness sake, don't remember them. Don't memorize them. If you don't want to mess up your language, don't memorize them. Okay, if you memorize them, you'll mess up your language. Don't do that. Okay, all right. Interrogative pronouns. Expressions such as who, whom, whose, which, and what used for asking questions are called interrogative pronouns. For example, who is coming today? Whose book is this? All these pronouns are called interrogative pronouns. Now, if you are a nerdy character and some weird questions are hovering in your head, questions such as, hey, a while back this man said that whom is a relative pronoun. How can this man now say that whom is an interrogative pronoun? So please understand, a word can be classified in a word can be put into two different classes of pronouns. Do not worry about these stupid rules, for goodness sake. Stay away from rules. Stay away from rules. I'm just telling you certain things for your background information, so that when you speak great English, right? Yes, memorize these rules and you'll mess up your language, I'm telling you. All right, going ahead. Indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns point to non-specific people or things. Examples are all, another, any, anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody, everyone, everything, many, neither, or even neither. Whichever way you want to pronounce the word, you can do that. Nobody, none, no one, nothing, one, several, some, somebody, someone, something. All these are indefinite pronouns. I can say something is happening behind our back. We don't know what is happening. We can say, hey, one is going to come for sure today. I don't know who's going to come. I'm just saying one is going to come. Anything can happen today. I don't know what's going to happen. Anyone can teach this stupid subject, for goodness sake. Anyone means anyone. Okay. Everybody claims to be an expert in statistics. Everybody. I'm not talking about a specific person. So all these pronouns are indefinite pronouns. You want to remember them? You want to remember the nomenclature? Have you gone crazy? Have you gone crazy? Oh, come on, don't ask such questions. Even if such a question hovered in your head as to whether or not you have to remember the nomenclature, well, give yourself a tap. Not a pat, but a tap. A tap like this. Don't hit yourself too hard, okay? Don't be in pain. All right, indefinite pronouns. Check the following sentences. Anyone could have written a story like this one. I'm not talking about any specific person. I believe the story is so trashy. Some of these Bollywood stories can fall into this category, I tell you. Anyone could have written a story like this one. Okay, some of the stories are so trashy, my goodness. Oof. I don't know how on earth can people conceive such sickening stories. How can you think of such sickening stories? Sometimes some Bollywood films are there which can compete against one another as to which one is more sickening. Anyway, going ahead. Everyone wants to be happy. Everyone wants to be happy. I'm not pinpointing at a person, am I? Everyone wants to be happy. Indefinite pronouns. Going ahead. Summary. Pronouns help us avoid repetitions. We know this. We know this, of course. You need not learn any theory. Of course, we know this one also. Well, you don't even need to know how many types of pronouns are there. We know even this. We explain the types just to build your backdrop information. Repeat, 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 repeat. How many times do I have to tell you all this? And you must be saying, have we asked you to repeat all this? You are doing it of your own volition. Yes, I will. Because later I get the same weird questions. Do we have to remember the nomenclature, Biswajit? You tell people 100 times and they'll nod their heads like this. As if like great intelligent souls, they have understood everything. But one fine day, they'll bring out a question from their kitty. Biswajit, do we have to remember this nomenclature? Memorizing the nomenclature is important, isn't it? And then you feel, what have I been teaching? Have I been teaching trash? Or have I been explaining things so badly that these people did not understand anything? So you better don't ask such questions. You don't have to remember all these trashy things. Just this backdrop information is building up your subconscious. The information is building up for your subconscious and conscious levels to use. That's what I'm trying to do. Your subconscious mind will use this information to help you speak better English. Do we have anything else? No exercises today. You must be so happy. Do not miss out on spontaneous speech, shadowing, and coterie talk. I keep saying this. And we'll keep saying this till the very end. There we are. Now, let's say hello to our participants. There we are. There we are. Here are our learned participants. Okay. Oh, there's the intelligent girl, Sneha. I pointed at her while explaining pronouns, didn't I? Sneha, the intelligent one, the brainy one. How are you?
I am better than before.
And you have never been better before, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Very good. All right, Isha.
And what about you, sir?
Oh, I've never been better before, Sneha. All right, okay. Isha, good evening.
Hello. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Absolutely fine. I've never been better before. How are you?
Same here.
Great, great. Someday you pick up a fight with your friend or one of your loved ones, and some friend talks, and say you get a call from somebody else, and that person
Okay.
asks you, "How are you?" Right? And since you will be habitually using this statement, like Johnny, "Oh, I have never been better before," and you say that to that person on phone, and whoever you fought with, your friend or your partner, your siblings, your whoever, they look at you like this. "Oh my goodness, look, this person has fought with me, and now he or she is saying that he or she has never been better before. So fighting with me gives this person so much pleasure." Right? Okay, that was on the lighter side. Okay, right. Manisha, good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh, I have never been better before. How are you?
I have never been great before.
Great to know that. Sushmita, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you, Sushmita?
Sir, I'm all good, happy, enjoying.
Good, very good. Be continue to be happy and continue
How
to
are you,
enjoy.
sir?
I'm also happy and trying to be happy perennially. Okay. Probably I should say I've never been happier before. Okay. All right. And who's this brainy boy? I can actually see his gray matter right now because I've got X-ray vision. The name is Shivam Shaw. How is the brainy boy? How are you?
I am better than yesterday, sir.
Okay. And yesterday you must have been better than day before yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And
Sure.
every day you are getting better, right? Good,
Yes,
very
sir.
good, very good. Nitesh, good
And what
evening.
about you, sir?
Oh, I am better than ever before. This happens to be the best day in my life. And it will not be the best day anymore. When tomorrow dawns, the sun dawns tomorrow, that will be a better than day than this one. So every day will become better for me, right? New opportunities to write, new opportunities to make friends, new opportunities to learn new things. It's all going to be great, right? Every day is full of promise. All right, Nitesh, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
You know
Sir,
what?
how are you?
I've never been better before. I'll tell you a secret, Nitesh.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
my team, which of course the core team consists of some of the very some of my very close friends, and they have been observing you, right, with their focused attention. And you know what they have been telling me? This boy, Nitesh, He's a very brainy chap. Look at the way he looks at things. Look at the way he analyzes things. And look at the way he explains. You asked him to talk about some event, uh, some uh, happening event, some memorable event of his life. And he said something so complicated in such a simple way. Those who can make complicated things simple are supposed to be brainy. So my team feels you are brainy, right? I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. This is exactly what my team told us, that this boy is very intelligent, okay? Not to suggest others are not, all of you are. I've already said that all of you are geniuses, okay?
That's
Nitesh,
very kind of them.
okay, that's very kind of them. And that's very modest on your part to be just giving a small smile like this, okay? Others would have been like beaming with happiness. Ah, really? I have been called so brainy? Wonderful. Anyway, it's good to see that you are such a modest soul. All right. And such a wonderful soul. Great to see you.
Thank you
Sanjay,
so
good
much,
evening.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nitesh. Good evening, Sanjay. How are you?
Good evening, sir. Be Sir, better, but not proper well.
Okay, better but not perfect. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
You are slowly moving towards that perfect day of yours. And the next day will be even more perfect. The
And
next
how are you,
day,
sir?
I have never been better before, my dear. I am doing great. Okay. All right. All right. Good evening, Hemanta. How are you?
Good evening, sir. Everything is good at my side. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. I am in a world of dreams. I'm writing, I'm podcasting, I'm making new friends, interacting with people all over the world, and I'm simply enjoying my life, right?
Yes.
Just like you. And I'm so glad that in my coterie of friends there's a new addition, a a wonderful, beautiful soul, and that beautiful soul's name is Hemanta. Thank you for being a part of this. Thank you for being a part of this training program. Okay,
Thank you, sir.
and right, thank you so much. Okay, there's a girl with a lot of objectivity and with a lot of cuteness. Where is she? 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 I can't see that girl. Where is that girl? Somehow I have a feeling that she's wearing pink today. Let's see, where is the girl? Oh, there she is. There is the cute girl. There is the girl with objectivity. Good evening, Lekha. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine.
Are you aware what a wonderful person you are? You are a great motivator. Are you aware of that? You can be a life coach. One day you can be a great life coach and you can teach millions of boys and girls like you how to lead happy lives, right? So tell me,
Yes,
how's life at your end?
everything is fine. I'm in my village.
Okay, everything is fine. You are in your village. All right.
Yes.
Okay. So, um, how's which life is better, the village life or the city life? I know both lives have their own respective charms, but still, which one do you prefer?
Mm, I prefer city life because as we are very attached to our phones, so in village we just keep our phone with us and do scrolling and everything. And in city we do the same, but in cities we have more facilities. But in village, like now I'm feeling the same like you because there is no electricity, uh, just a bulb which I have put on just to see the class, but without fan. So, and mosquitoes are cutting me,
Ah, we are again,
biting me.
I and Seema are on the same boat. We have a third traveler now, and that's you. I'm also sitting without a fan, right? But of course, that is
Yes.
because I don't want the microphone to catch the noise of the fan. Anyway, so thank you, Lekha. Thank you for being a part of this course. As always, I thank you heartily, and I encourage you to pass on your warmth and your spiritual light to one and all, right? you can really make a difference. Like all other friends of yours in this class, you are also a genius. All of you are geniuses. All right. So that was a lecture from my side. Enough of my lecture. I thought today that after the two spontaneous speeches, I will ask Nitesh to repeat the story that he narrated to us in the last session, but we won't have time for that today. So I'll be requesting Nitesh to do it in the next session. Today, I'll pick up two of you to demonstrate spontaneous speech. And the first one is going to be Sanjay. Sanjay, pull up your socks and be ready. Sanjay, can you say hello to me?
Hello, sir.
Right. Sanjay, be ready. I'm giving you the topic. Okay. Sanjay, your topic for the day is green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables. Start, Sanjay.
Hello, everyone. My today's spontaneous topic is green leafy vegetables. Hello.
You are audible. Go ahead. Sanjay, you are audible. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Uh, you can always add some of your favorite veggie to your scam, uh, eggs or omelette. Uh, you can fill your sandwich and wraps with fresh leafy vegetables. Better yet, you can use vegetables like uh, lettuce as the wrap itself. Uh, when you're cooking some uh, veggie, just toss in some fresh green vegetables, mm, and cook them to a stir fry. Uh, uh, smoothing may not use sound as the most avenue into the getting introduced to leaf vegetables. Benefits. The vegetable should be a compulsory part of your routine diet. They play an important role by helping you to recover from certain health uh, conditions and illness like poor eyesight, mineral deficiency, poor immunity, constipation, and even certain disease. Uh, Leaf green vegetables help with your daily nutrient intake because they contain a multiple of macro and nutrients. Uh, they are necessary for the body. One of the biggest of consuming these vegetables of that they are extremely low in calories uh, when we compare to other foods. Nothing is right. Green, uh, leaf green vegetables are added to a weight loss diet because uh, they contain they contain a nutrition known as vitamin K. This fat soluble vitamin is extremely helpful in some helpful in some. Let me statement. Green vegetables are full of vitamins and minerals. There are needed to need to both boost the immune system as well as maintain and overall health. They have been known to help prevent certain disease as well. Uh, Let me start. Uh, while green while green leaf vegetables may only be popular for being source of vitamins and minerals, many of them even have sufficient quantities of macronutrients as well as some leafy green vegetables have complex carbohydrates, fiber, protein, and even minutes traces of fat. For example, spinach, being a class dark green leaf vegetables, uh, provide of carbohydrates. Uh, green leaf vegetables are best known for being rich of sources of vitamins, and this is one of the reason most people do and uh, not them sufficiently to their uh, daily diet. Nothing is striking, nothing is striking, nothing. Nothing is striking me. Nothing is striking me. Nothing is striking me. Nothing is striking me. Striking me. Striking me. Nothing is striking me. Striking me. Green, green leaf vegetables are also high in glutamine and amino acid that is often taken by bodybuilders as by supplement. Uh, amino acid are the building blocks of proteins, and proteins help us help the body to build muscle mass. Think of striking, nothing 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 of striking. Vegetables have a significant contribution to a balanced diet. Green green vegetables.
Sanjay, your time is over. Very well done. Very well done. I hope you are noting what kind of improvement you have made.
Thank you, sir.
Terrific, terrific. So happy with your performance, my dear. You have improved in a big way. And I'm not saying this, ask your co-learners. You have improved in a huge way. Lekha was spot on. She said it the other day that you will improve with practice, and that's exactly what has happened. I'm so happy, Sanjay, with your performance. Yes,
Thank
there
you.
were some issues, but doesn't matter. You have truly improved, and with time, you will improve even further. You are on your way to becoming a pro speaker. I have no doubts about that. Well done. Give your friend a huge round of applause again, please. I know you have done it once. Do it again, please. Please do it again.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. And now let's see, Sanjay, for your brilliant performance, for your wonderful performance, what your friends are saying about you. Okay? All right. Okay, Pallavi says, really nice performance, Sanjay. Do this and 2 thumbs up. Isha says, organic speech. Well done, Sanjay. Absolutely correct. Very well done. Manisha says, well tried, Sanjay. Claps. You are becoming a better version of yourself day by day. Congratulations for that. And there's a beautiful smiley she has given at the end. So that's indeed very, very creditable. And you deserve all the praises that Manisha has passed on to you. Okay, Seema says, wonderfully you did. Great. 4 thumbs up, 5 sets of claps. Keep going. And 3 thumbs up again in the end. Very well done. And Sneha says, good try, Sanjay. Soon we'll learn more. Claps for you. And another this. All right. And Hemanta says, wonderful speech, Sanjay. Indeed. And Sanjay thanks everybody and says, thanks to everyone. Well done. Well done. Indeed. I'm very impressed. And Shivam says, practice makes you not giving up. That's the best. And there are 3 balls of fire. That means you have set the stage on fire with your performance. I completely agree with our learned friend Shivam. He is spot on. Okay. All right. Nitesh says, nice performance, Sanjay. You have improved a lot. Keep it up. Nitesh is spot on. You are definitely doing much better. As your friends have said, you are becoming better with performance, with your practice. And Lekha says, overall good performance. This was a repetitive one. It could be better. Yes, I do agree with her objectivity. Lekha never minces her words. She says what she has to say. That's the best part about her. So Lekha has also given you a compliment. And Lekha was right when she said that you would be improving with time as you practice. And Lekha has again given you a very objective assessment. Thank you, Lekha, for your opinion. And my team says, great and terrific performance. Agreed with the team. My team again says, great performance, dear Sanjay. Absolutely right. Okay, with that said, now we move on to the next performer of the day. Although she performed just a few days back, I want her to do it again. And it's going to be our learned participant, the brainy girl, Sneha. Sneha, be ready. Come over. Sneha, can you say hello to me?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Sneha. Right, Sneha. Okay. Just give me a second. Okay. The rest of you, please mute your mics. Only Sneha should be the one who will keep the mic open. Rest will please mute their mics. Lekha, say hello to me. Sneha, say hello to me.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Sneha, your topic for the day is Krishna's flute. Krishna's flute. Krishna's flute. Go ahead, shoot.
Hello, everyone. Today's topic is very close to my heart. The person Krishna, the soul, the Lord Krishna, and I can say I have lots of things in my mind, but how to express this topic? I'm thinking about this. Krishna. Krishna is everything for all of us in different ways. Like we worship God in different kinds, and all in Indian culture, I have uh, lots of God and lots of, what can I say, Devi and Devta. So we are in a cultural background. There is kind of things and different kind of ways to express the love to our God. And as I am in Hindu, and in I worship Krishna. He is very close to my heart, and Krishna's flutes, which is, I think, a person who know about Krishna or didn't know about Krishna in here, in anywhere, the sound of flute, everyone who should listen this music mesmerize and feel very calm and feel very calm by listening Krishna's flute. And I also shares one thing about this thing, like when my daughter is very small, and every day in night I did play the sound of Krishna flutes in YouTube video, and the flute sounds is like for us is a sleeping music. See, and usually in many months we listen this sound, and every day in morning also I play it again and again, because this sound I feel very nice to hear this sound. So yes, it is very close to my heart and my mind. Whenever I heard the sound of flute, Krishna's flute, it mesmerized me. And it's not like me. When I'm thinking about and listen the stories of Krishna, we all heard that when Krishna play his flutes, all the cow, all the animals, all the Vrindavan uh, people, everyone in the flow, that like nothing has happened in this life, only listening the sweet melody sound of Krishna's flute, and forget all the things which are happening on their lives. They just want to. I don't have the word. I have the word in Hindi in my mind. I don't have the word in English to say. All are very in a chanting way, in a meditative way. When they listen the Krishna sounds, even they are animals, even they are peoples, even they are anything. The Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Lords are also the form of listening that sound also at that time. This is I am not the person which where I saw, but I saw in videos and Krishna's videos that this was happened in our past. So I am just thinking and memorize imagine the things, how the world was at that time when Krishna was actually happen in this world. I feel very happy, and if I am be the part of that time, maybe one of my soul is going on, and I at that sometime my soul is also be a part of that zone when uh, Krishna was in this world. So I know, but going SCON, and I feel when I participate the SCON Aarti, I feel very happy. The sound, the bhajans, and the people, the positive peoples, which all are chanting, all are playing, all are chanting with Krishna, and the sound was I was in another zone. I don't think anything in my life. I just want to be stay at that time, and the time will go on, go on, and I will sitting at and on the temple. Uh, I'm not feel any hunger. I'm not feeling any thirst when I'm I'm in the temple uh, and SCON, when I'm in SCON temple. So the melody, the sound, the bhajan, which are related to Krishna, all are very, very nice, mm, uh, very close to my heart. And we all are Krishna conscious. My family all are Krishna conscious. Before my marriage, I didn't know much about this, but my sister-in-law was in Krishna consciousness in 2012. And
Neha, that should do.
Yes,
Great
sir.
performance. Great performance. Please give her a huge, 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 huge round of applause. You know
Thank
what? It is not easy to be talking on a difficult subject. It is not easy to be talking on a subject about which you are not much aware. If your information about a subject is of a relatively lesser degree, if it is less, if the quantum of information is of a minuscule nature, then it's very difficult to speak on that subject. Also, when the information available with you is a lot, even when you have an explosion of information in your mind about a subject, it is probably even more difficult to verbalize your ideas as compared to a situation when you know less about a subject. I know you are a Krishna devotee, and that is why for you, speaking on Krishna must have been even more difficult than speaking on a topic about which you know very little. So, great performance. The best part of your speeches were when you mentioned that how Krishna's flute made your daughter, your infant daughter, go off to sleep. That was very nice. I could actually visualize the little one sleeping to the enchanting, charming tunes of Krishna's flute. And of course, the way you, without telling us many things, told us many things was fantastic. You did not tell us many things that were there in your heart, and yet you told us everything with your silence, with your expressions, with the words that you used, that you employed. So that was the best part about your speech. You spoke much lesser than what you know about Krishna, and yet you told us so much about the Lord. Right? Thank you for making such a beautiful speech, Sneha. I'm sure your co-learners loved it. Let's see what your co-learners are saying. Here we go.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks to you for making such a wonderful speech. Okay. All right. Shivam says, amazingly amazing. Only Shivam is capable of, framing such expressions. Agreed with Shivam. Amazingly amazing. Okay? Spiritually spiritual. Let me add on to what Shivam has said. It's spiritually spiritual. Okay. What else? How else can I say it? Non-verbally verbal. It's non-verbally verbal. Didn't say many things, yet you said many things. Okay? See, Shivam, I'm picking up a few cues from you. All right? Then my team says, superb performance, dear Sneha. Those words say it all. Superb performance, dear Sneha. Seema says, terrific performance, dear Sneha. Well done. 4 thumbs up and 5 sets of claps. Sanjay says, terrific performance, Sneha. Well done. And the thumbs up. Hemanta says, well done, Sneha. Beautifully explained the magic of Krishna's melodious flute and divinity. Wow, Hemanta. How beautifully you explained your appreciation. I mean, you verbalized your appreciation for Sneha's performance. And Sneha deserves every bit of this praise. Pallavi writes, excellent performance. 2 beautiful smileys followed by 2 this, and says, Sneha, I know you have many things to say. And let me add on to what she has said. You said certain things and there were many things you didn't say, and yet you said those things to us. That was the beauty of your speech. Isha says, after listening to the name of Krishna, happiness came from heart that made her wonderful. And 3 thumbs up. Yes, the very mention of Krishna placed that beatific smile on your lips, which showed what your heart was feeling. You are such a wonderful soul, such a wonderful devotee. Right? So happy to have you in the group. Nitesh says, terrific performance, Sneha. What an awesome speech. Very engaging. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, and 2 this. You deserve all these praises, Sneha, and all this is coming from the deepest recesses of the hearts of your co-learners. Okay? Manisha says, words were coming from your heart. This shows your Krishna devotion. You did full justice to this topic. It was so good, Sneha. And Manisha is spot on. She's absolutely correct. Right? Your devotion was manifesting, it completely manifested in your expressions. And Manisha further writes, devotion for Krishna. Okay, fine. All right. Isha says hers. Okay, Isha again uh, congratulates you. And my team member says, another team member says, Sneha, that feeling is spirituality. Spirituality is exploration of oneself. If one is leading one's life with a scientific temperament, one is a spiritual person. What a performance. Absolutely stunning performance, Sneha. Totally agree with my team. And Lekha says, great performance with full of confidence and the gesture you were making. It was very soothing to listen to you and seeing your performance. I couldn't speak on this topic so well as you did. It was a great, great, great performance. And she has sent you a lot of love. Well, understand this, Isha. Probably I understand exactly the import of Lekha's words. What Lekha has said is very clear. Your gestures, your expressions, and that beatific smile that I just referred to, and your happiness, your blissfulness while you were explaining, showed the pleasure you were deriving from the speech yourself. Talking about Krishna is not easy, as I said. When you know too little about a subject, it's difficult to speak. When you know too much about a subject, it's even more difficult to speak, as I said when I was commenting on your speech. So wonderfully done, Sneha. And Sneha says, thank you, everybody. And she has folded her hands like this. And I fold my hands too, because it is time to say goodbye to all of you. Tomorrow, there will be no classes, right? Enjoy your holiday. And good news is tomorrow there is a performance holiday also. No exercises for you. Okay? Enjoy the day. And yes, apart from all the celebrations that are going on for the Independence Day, spare a thought at least and do a naman, fold your hands before another great devotee of Krishna. His name was Sri Aurobindo. Okay? Sri Aurobindo had once said that what I write is all because of Vasudeva, attributed so much to Krishna. I love Krishna, I love Sri Aurobindo because there is this strong Krishna connection. There was a time when Sri Aurobindo was in the prison because of the freedom struggle, because of the Alipur bomb case. And when he was in the prison, at one moment of epiphany, realization, one moment of extreme devotion, he saw Krishna everywhere. He saw the walls of the prison as Krishna. He saw those rods of the prison as Krishna, the guard outside as Krishna. He himself was Krishna. The entire existence was Krishna-may, full of Krishna, laden with Krishna consciousness. So do remember that great soul, that great sage of India as well. Okay? So thank you so much, all of you. I would have loved to listen to Nitesh today, but we have we have overshot. So it's not the right, today probably is not going to be, it'll not be possible to listen to Nitesh, but Nitesh will provide us with that entertainment, that great package of infotainment that he was giving us the other day. That Nitesh will give us day after tomorrow when we have the next session. Tomorrow there is no session. Enjoy your day. And as I said, enjoy the spirit of independence, enjoy the spirit of freedom, and remember Tagore's words, right? Bind your loved ones with such a bond that frees themselves of all bonds. When you set your loved ones free, you yourself become free and you make them free as well. And freedom is the core of spirituality, right? And also remember Sri Aurobindo, the great soul. Thank you so very much. Take good care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next session, probably at 8 p.m. day after tomorrow. If any changes in time will be notified. Thank you so very much. Take care and good night.
Good
Good
night,
night,
Good
sir.
night, sir.
Good night,
Good night,
sir.
sir.
Good night.
Good
Take
night.
Good
care.
night. Good night all. Good night.